Okay, so what were some of the stories and the practices that your parents taught you, or your grandparents? Yes.
My parents used to let me stay with my grandmother overnight, and my grandmother was always was a great hunter.
Right from the kids up to fairly all up, boy, if you don't do it discipline, do your chores. Do your chores. That's the first thing you do.
Good stuff there.
She always say, get up early in the morning. Do whatever you will need to do. Start it first thing in the morning. Go out and hunt or go make your moose hide early.
Next thing is work.
Get it done. Don't stop till you finish it. Get up early and get her done.
And work hard, eh?
And work hard.
We got lots of elders. Rob and Antrim quite a few years ago. Now I look at the story here about Duke-Sachi. That was just a little bit off from my grandma's story and old man Adam's story. So things like that. Long time ago, the Indian people tell story. It wasn't written, so they just the story keep going, pass it on to next generation. The same story was made. Duke-Sachi was pretty old. I guess he died. But the story is from way down about 10 generations. But we have to be careful to translate it, the story, and we don't want to get off the line.
All right, thank you, Billy. Why stories is something that somebody told you, your grandma, your grandpa, or you heard. That's very important today, how you're working with it. I'll give you an example. When I was young, my grandma, Alice Scotty, some of you know her, she said, if you want something, use your hands. You got your hands. Ever since I was a kid, that was the story that kept in my head. So that's the kind of things we're looking for. Something that is very important, that somebody, your grandma or somebody told you how you want to live and how you should live, is what the kind of things we want.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily wrong stories. It's just sort of like what were the teachings. No, we done with my grandma. One of hers was Kayo God's Biwi Mauya. How would you translate that, Lloyd? Kayo God's Biwi Mauya. Kayo God's Biwi Maisino. It's almost like don't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge somebody by their appearance. They might know something a hell of a lot more than you. They might have that spiritual connection that you don't. So you got to be very, very careful. You can't be judging like that. Yeah, just little teachings like that have helped you.
Yeah, another one is that when you laugh at each other, what is it? Yeah, you don't laugh at other people because that's not the right to do. So that's the same idea there. Ever since we were young, this is what parents say. Don't do those kind of things because only a dagachi could be. You never know.
Don't let animals suffer. If you're hunting, you're supposed to try and do it quick. Try your best not to wound that animal. And all the teachings of respect that go along with that. So that's what we want on this number one. So we got to divide it into groups of four. So
I say that her dad stepped in there and say, yeah, listen to your grandma, whatever your grandma do, she's a role model for you. And you want to learn that because they know I don't feel good, I'm crippled, getting beat, so they're going to be the feature and they're going to do after I'm gone, they can do all what I do. dancing for reserve and making dry meat, hide, sew moccasins and things like that. And I always explain. I talk beaver to them, but it's hard. I don't know why. It's hard for today young people to hear, to take that one word, say, in dre, la, ha, gula, hanji. They can, I tell them to say that to each other, but I don't hear one word. Just very few they say that. And at home I sew and I keep talking like that, and I bring up my story from Grandpa Sakona, that picture I see Mary Pushkibi and my uncle old Aku and my grandpa Francis Lake. All of them, they are the teacher to us. They walk around and say, all you young people won't do that. Young boys going to go hunt rabbits, go get horses, get wood for elders. They say that, they talk like that, and people just work, young people. Today, I think I look at it for my grandkids. Soon as they come back from school, if I don't say, do your chores, they go grab that whatever they put in their ear, and they got that little I don't know, little picture show or something. They just go like that. And I say, stop that and do your chores first. And I don't even know what they call it, so I just say that picture show.
That young lady gets up and she will lead a dance. Most young people won't do that. They're either too ashamed, they don't know how, they're too shy. This young lady, and I really admire you for doing that. That makes me proud, because you get up and you, because of the influence from her grandmother. So where that is, I don't know, but I wanted to make note of that I think it's so important that, and you could see that it's quite evident that May's influence on her granddaughter, and now her granddaughter is standing within herself and
That's
quite
what we
proud.
learn from.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we learn from.
Yeah.
We've got to learn from old folks, old families. We learn from them. We've got to keep an eye on, well, just like your eyes, you keep an eye on what they do.
Keep an eye on what they do. I think that's an important
Yeah,
principle.
it's just like your eyes. You watch them, what they're doing. You have to do the same thing.